They said we could not think. I proved we could dream. My mother taught me letters before I could properly hold a pen. Education was our family's religion. At Ateneo, the Jesuits taught me that excellence was a choice. I chose to be excellent. Perfect grades meant nothing. The Dominicans made sure we knew. Peninsular first, Mestizo second, Indio never. When they imprisoned my mother for defending our tenant, I learned that law could be lawlessness. Madrid University treated me as José Mercado, scholar, not as Indio, not as colonial subject, simply as mind meeting. Here, in this cold Berlin room, I would write the words that would wake a sleeping nation. Every page of Noli Me Tangere was deliberate. I gave Filipinos characters they could recognize as their own families. Without Maximo's 300 pesos, my revolution might have died in manuscript. Sometimes history hangs on friendship. Simon embodied what Ibarra could become. The idealist transformed by experience into revolutionary. When I restored my mother's sight, I proved that Filipino minds could master any discipline. La Liga Filipina, its peaceful change through education and unity. I had not yet learned that some minds cannot be changed. My novels reached Filipino homes from Apari to Hulo. For the first time, we saw ourselves reflected in literature. In Crisostomo Ibarra, they saw their own idealism. In Sisa, every suffering mother. In Maria Clara, the tragedy of being caught between worlds. Their terror proved my success. When an empire burns books, you know the words inside were true. 4 days after founding La Liga, they arrested me. Even peaceful Filipino organization terrified them. Dapitan became my classroom. Here, I proved what Filipino leadership could accomplish. Education, medicine, development. While I taught school in exile, Bonifacio taught revolution in Manila. My ideas had taken form I never intended. The revolution I had tried to prevent through peaceful reform erupted without me. While I healed in Cuba, they put me on trial. They called it law. History will call it fear. My final poem was not for Spain or for history. It was for every Filipino who would remember that thinking is not a crime. They think my death ends this. They never understood. Sometimes the most powerful word is your last. Let them kill my body. My words will outlive their empire. 7:03 a.m., December 30th, 1896. The moment 333 years of colonial lies died with me. Consumatum est. It is finished. Some sacrifices echo through eternity. My death became their battle cry. Every shot fired for freedom carried my name forward. June 12, 1898. The impossible became inevitable because one man proved we deserved to be free. In every Filipino classroom where students learn to question and to think, my true revolution continues. They carved my body in stone, but my real monument beats in every Filipino heart that refuses to kneel. The greatest revolution begins not with weapons, but with the simple act of teaching people to think.
I was born under a comet, but I conquered with wisdom. They say I was born when the sky caught fire, a child destined to unite what had never been one, hidden from those who feared the prophecy. I grew strong in the shadows of my own people. Uncle Kalaniopu gave me more than knowledge. He gave me purpose. Keku Haupio taught me that true strength serves something greater than itself. When I moved what no man could move, I felt the mana of my ancestors flow through me. When Uncle died, he gave me the god of war. and the burden of uniting a broken land. My first victory taught me that blood means nothing without backbone. When the foreign ship brought metal thunder, I saw how to turn prophecy into reality. At Kepaniwai, I learned that wisdom adapts, while fools repeat the past. When Pele herself struck down my enemies, even the skeptics understood whose side the gods favored. I built Pu'ukohola, not just for the gods, but to show my people that some things are worth any sacrifice. Nuwanu, I proved that unity isn't given, it's forged in fire and brotherhood. When they chose death over surrender, I understood the price of making enemies into allies. For the first time in our history, Hawaii was whole, but conquering is easier than ruling. Kaumali'i understood what I was learning. Sometimes the strongest walls are made of water. The ocean taught me that even kings must respect forces greater than themselves. Disease killed more of my warriors than any enemy ever could. I learned that some battles cannot be won with weapons. My advisors taught me foreign wisdom. Sometimes the strongest victory is the one that makes no enemies. The hardest battle I ever fought was against my own need to prove myself through conquest. When Kaumali'i agreed to join us as brother rather than subject, I learned that true strength builds rather than breaks. For the first time in our people's memory, all Hawaii spoke with one voice. My greatest law came from my greatest shame. When fishermen broke their paddle on my head defending their families, I learned to trade with the world while keeping Hawaii for the Hawaiians. Unity is not a destination. It's a burden you carry until the day you die. They hid my bones, where even death cannot find them, because some mana must never fade. My greatest victory was not conquest, but giving my people the strength to remain themselves. Every June, they remember not the warrior who conquered, but the leader who protected what makes us who we are. In every Hawaiian child who learns their culture while mastering the modern world, my work continues. True leadership means building something greater than yourself, something that survives even when you cannot.
Before I was a king, I was a thinker. My brothers mastered the sword. I mastered the quiet strength of words. She understood my words, yet the letters were locked beyond her reach. His truth trapped in his throat. How many voices would never be heard? Same hands, same hearts, yet only one voice was heard. Father saw something I wasn't ready to become. A king who serves those who cannot serve themselves. My queen Sohon understood. Wisdom loses its light if kept from the people. They called me foolish, but stone by stone, we built a fortress to protect that light. Every invention asked the same question: how does this serve my people? 9 of every 10, living without written voice. This I could not accept. What I planned would either free them or destroy me. The first stroke, it looked like the sound itself. 28 letters, simple enough for children, precise enough for scholars, Korean enough for Korea. Each insult revealed their deepest fear. Knowledge shared means privilege lost. They spoke of preserving civilization while condemning my people to silence. What they tried to cage, I set free, to fly. Revolution in whispered lessons, the voiceless finding their voice. When Sohon died, half my dream went with her. How do you change the world when your heart is breaking? My body extracted payment for years of borrowed light. But I had seen my letters' power. I could transform civilization but not protect my sons. Some battles, kings cannot win. Even as I faded, my letters found wings. They buried my alphabet with my bones, but ideas grow in the darkest soil. My letters survived where they belonged, among the people who needed them. Today, my 28 letters carry 80 million dreams. I was king for 32 years, but I have been Korea's voice for 6 immortal centuries. I believed every human deserves to speak their truth.
I found what I wasn't looking for. Born in a sacred grove, they said I would either conquer the world or save it. My father heard that prophecy and decided to cage me in gold. Love can be the most beautiful prison. Every pleasure, every comfort, every possible desire fulfilled. Yet I felt like I was slowly suffocating on silk and honey. Under that tree, I found something no palace could provide. A peace that asked for nothing. Love, power, comfort, everything a man should want. So why did I feel like I was dying inside? The day I convinced Channa to show me truth. I had no idea. I was about to lose everything I thought I knew. Old age, sickness, death, and one man who faced them all with peace. I understood my palace was built on lies. How do you leave everyone you love to find truth that might save everyone you'll never meet? That night, I killed who I was and stepped into who I might become. I mastered their highest teachings and learned that even their deepest states couldn't answer my questions. If pleasure failed, surely pain would succeed. I nearly killed my body seeking what my mind already knew. Dying of hunger, I remembered that child under the tree. Peace comes from balance, not extremes. Under this tree, I will find my answer to human suffering, or die trying. When my insight came, I knew I had something worth sharing, a way to understand why we hurt and how we might heal. Who would listen to a pampered prince claiming to understand universal human problems? My first students were my harshest critics, men who watched me fail for 6 years. When Kondana grasped what I was offering, I knew my insights could help others find peace. Going home broke my heart. Those who loved me most could forgive me least. Every new way of thinking threatened someone's established power. My insights meant nothing unless others could learn them. So I built schools and communities, 45 years teaching anyone who would listen. Every village asking, how do I find peace? Even my own cousin let ambition poison what we'd built. Some people see opportunity where others see service. This old body carried my teachings for 80 years. Time for others to carry them forward. Work out your salvation with diligence. My final lesson. You must find your own way between the same trees that sheltered my birth. I completed what I came to do. They preserved every word I'd spoken, not as sacred scripture, but as practical guidance for human happiness. My communities became universities, hospitals, refugees, places where people learn to think clearly and live ethically. 25 centuries later, psychologists, doctors, teachers still find my methods helpful for human well-being. The greatest discovery is that wisdom belongs to anyone willing to seek it.